had a doll called Mary that was a baby doll.
I had a lot of Barbies, and I did used to play very kind of more grown-up games with the Barbies.
And I had a Cindy doll as well, which was more like a pre-Barbie type doll.
The toys that were marketed to me as a kid, like the Barbies and the baby dolls, I'd say they prepared me for adult life.
I didn't really relate to those dolls very much. I didn't really play with them because I don't think they did relate to me as a child.
And even lots of the children's media seems to represent this this time that's beyond young childhood.
We try not to set any expectations or try and impose anything that's unnatural on children.
I don't like the way children's dolls these days have gone all far too sexual, far too provocative and saucy.
There is an underlying thing about that, like Barbie's so gorgeous and sexy and she's got like those legs and it made me think about myself more as an object very early on.
Barbie dolls did sort of bring our focus a lot more to how they're looking and dressing them up, and a lot more, you know, primping and making sure that we looked pretty like those toys and stuff as well.
It definitely made me think about like sex at an early age, which I find odd for children's toys to actually be marketing.
Look at all these different types of dolls that are so sexual, and children think, or little girls think they have to be all attention seeking. They're very attention seeking.
And it kind of have an unnatural relationship with men a little bit, like with boys at the young age. Like you think about them already in sexual terms when you should just be thinking about them as your friends.
There's a lot of problems with children being very, very body conscious very young, and a lot of eating disorders and issues like that with children. A lot of problems with children really wanting to grow up too fast.
I was still a kid and I had a kid's perspective, but it was nothing to do with kids' life. It went instantly into what adults go through.
I don't really want my little girls to be, or boys, to be worried about all that kind of stuff.
I think it's too much for kids to think about too early.
It's like there's this big race to become an adult.
It puts a lot of pressure on kids and gets them thinking about things that aren't even relevant to them yet.
We shouldn't be giving our children anything that's going to encourage them to question who they are, or make them feel like they need to look a certain way or act a certain way.
I like children just to be children and not be worried about how they're looking, that they can just roll around in the mud or climb trees.
The beetle bottoms dolls are very, very natural. We've deliberately designed them to be very childlike, very approachable. Kids are stocky, they are robust, they are strong.
It's also important that it's relating to kids on a kid's level.
Our dolls are just representing a different style of doll, a different choice for your children that I think is really important. A choice to let your children know that it is really okay to be a kid.
Beetle bottoms, oh, come and play.